100%. Hilda will still probably be highly prioritized, like the
Yeah.
Eve. So let's see.
Yeah. You mentioned the Eve here. I wonder if Aurora
Kita
are willing
lanjut
to
guys.
first pick that.
Game
I still think
kedua
they might
antara
want to lean towards
Aurora
the Yi Sun
Aurora
Shin
Gaming
and then just
versus
accept that maybe
Mythic
either the
Seal.
Eve or Kimmy's gonna end up with Mythic Seal because that seems
Games
like that
of
might be the
the
best trade here
Future
in the mid
Abu
lane.
Dhabi
Jusin's still
2025
available,
guys.
but we have not seen her yet across any of the streams, if I'm not mistaken. Aurora now has the power of the first choice,
Cici
but
di band
this
Gatot
pick will
Kaca
dictate the trade.
Angela Ayo
If
Busabak
it's not the
siapa nih?
YSS, maybe Lancelot if they want to.
Yeah, Lancelot still high
First
prio,
pick
or rather
Kalea,
high
guys.
value for most teams. This is very interesting, right? Because Aurora, I think they're trying to preempt the Lancelot or like the Hayabusa, because yeah, that's what the Kalea is really good against.
Yeah. That
Dua
those two
kosong atau satu
assassins, the two
sama,
mid
guys.
laners on the field. Interestingly enough, yeah, this Kalea ended up becoming a very great first pickup. Instead of forcing the decision, they're allowing Mythic Seal to go for the
Ada Yi
choice.
Sun Shin,
Mythic Seal do pick up the
Yuzong.
Yi Sun Shin, but they said, hey, let's pick up one of the best EXP laners that can single-handedly carry the team on its back as a dragon. That is the Yuzong locked in for Mythic Seal. So now that makes even a great answer for Mythic Seal, because now it's up to Aurora to decide, wait, are we willing to play the Kimmy or the Eve into this Yuzong? Are we even willing to play the
Lancelot
Farsa?
kah?
They
Lancelot
are.
Farsa guys.
Okay. It's not often that you see a Yuzhong and then your coach is like, "Hey, you want to play Farsa?" that's that's not as common as you think it is, because
Aurora,
usually
Yeah.
Farsas just hate the Yuzhong, man. Because the
Yeah.
Farsa can easily get cancelled on the feathered airstrike.
Yep, 100%. And I think maybe they were a little bit more okay with picking it because they already did ban the Gatot Kacha. If it was a Gatot Kacha and Yuzhong on the side of Mythic Seal, then a Farsa would have been straight up impossible to play. Or at least you're playing it, you're deciding to give yourself one of the most difficult paths to take in the game. So they said, okay, maybe it's just the Yuzhong, so we'll be okay with that. Mythic Seal have a lot of options. Ooh, they're hovering a little. If I'm not mistaken, this is a little bit more of a
Lunox.
Nico-centered pick. Now we see a Lunox, and now the potential for us to see Ruby DD with the Lunox is there.
Sheesh. Okay. It's not final yet, guys. Don't get too excited. But yeah, it's been a while, and I'm sure everyone in the comment section is just roaring for this. So I would love to see it. But you're absolutely right. Mid lane Lunox is still the most likely scenario. I'm not sure if Mythic Seal are comfortable with flexing their own heroes in a different role, like going off role, or maybe swap roles. But yeah, it feels like what we talked about earlier is coming true as well. That YSS gonna be high prio, then you can make easier plays with like heroes like the Lunox.
Ruby di band.
So maybe they're accepting that they might be a little bit of a close range nature, so they take out the Ruby. Could have still been slotted in for Aurora and given the Yu Zhong and the Lunox entries difficulty. So it makes sense. Although if I'm Aurora, I'm looking towards maybe getting a little bit more basic attack damage in there for the Yu Zhong.
Badang
Or
di band.
filled in significantly more AoE, so that when he's out of the dragon form, there's a chance, like you have a crowd control window to burst him and lock him down before he can go crazy with the combo, with a tail, with the furious dive and everything.
So that tail, obviously, like so much Shaw essence it's gonna be dependent on like how well you can manage that Shaw essence as well, right? But yeah, in terms of like matchups, Lapu Lapu is still probably the highest you can go in terms of XP lane. But you're right. There's also like other options that can be quite available. The Badang band really threw me off, honestly. Like,
Yeah.
interesting, really.
I'm trying to remember if this is a boy-centered ban. Maybe this is something that they experience a lot in MTC. Obviously for you and myself, like we did not get to see a lot of Badangs anymore in MPL Philippines Season 16, so it is a bit of a question mark. Let's see, maybe once we get into the last two picks, we'll get an idea of why that really was banned out. Now, the roam and the potential mid-end gold are not seen yet because of that Lunox is a flex pickup. Good ban of the Grok. Would have
Ooh, I
been
love that.
a really great access into the jungle. Now, though, I think Hylos has to be the pick here for Mythic
Ah,
Seal. You
Badang di
need
ban,
something
Grok
with
di ban,
Revitalize to
Hilda
match
di
the
ban.
healing of the Kalea.
Oh, I love that. You also just want a steamroller, right? You want a
Yes.
steamroller this lineup, especially if the Farce is gonna go feathered airstrike. Oh no, you're not feathered airstriking. Maybe you release a salvo. That's all you can be given. Although it is Rosa.
Yeah. Esmeralda gets locked in,
Esmeraldas.
and I think that half confirms that Hylos will be the last pick later on for Mythic Seal. Esmeralda, though. in the
Hero-nya masih ini
gold lane,
aja
are
guys,
they
membosankan.
preempting something here? Were they preempting a Harith pick?
Or are they cooking with maybe mid lane Esme? I don't know, maybe, right? So definitely no marksman in this game except for Yi San Shin, weirdly enough. But yeah, like we mentioned, the Lapu Lapu gonna get shown up here. A spicy roam. Wait, what pick is that? Okay, never mind. I thought they were gonna swap it out, but yes. Lapu Lapu Gold and Uranus XP, I'm assuming.
It might be the other way around. Uranus Gold is a little bit more frequent than Lapu Gold, but again, that's the tough thing about these two, because you can also make a case, as you mentioned, for
Lapu
the
Lapu
Lapu Gold
Uranus.
as well.
Yeah, it's solvable.
Yeah. Actually, no matter where they go, that Esmeralda is happy. It's like, okay, we can just swap it out. Oh, no
Gigi,
way.
Estes,
No way.
Lorin.
Come on.
Yeah.
Stop playing
Oh,
with
come
our
on.
hearts, bro.
Pakai kamu lah
There's
itu
an
biar
Estes.
2-0
I
biar
want to see how
cepat.
good the SS is now with the changes to it. Mathilda
that's
actually would be more than decent.
That would be bonkers, true. But yeah, Hylos feels like
Kaca,
it's just so
oke
good.
sih
It just
Kaca
helps
guys buat
everyone.
Lancelot
Yeah.
guys.
Everyone here needs move speed.
Yeah, exactly. I actually forgot about that thought too. The slow as well would be fantastic. Oh, but they lock in the Kaja. They want to go for pickoff. That means that Lunox is going to be going into the mid. And it is a gold lane Yu Zhong, no swaps. And a gold lane Lapu Lapu, as you called it.
All right, so again, you can kind of just swap out, right? You're absolutely right. These teams, they can just swap out in between each other, and they will be fine. They should be fine. But yeah, I'm not sure 100% about this Kaja. It feels like not the best, not the best in this lineup. But if you want to make pickoffs happen early on, Kaja's the way to go. It just feels like a Hylos would have been a lot better, like speed up a lineup that's almost all close range. I'm not sure, bro. But yeah, Aurora Gaming still feels like they got ahead in this one.
Let's see if they'll be able to end it out here on a sweep, or if Mythic Seal can force a game number 3. It will really have to depend a lot on the interactions with the mid trio, the roam, mid, and jungle of each team. Whether or not the pickoff from Mythic Seal or Aurora will be stronger. The damage, they both have it in spades. Should be an interesting interaction. The more I think about it, I think it might just lead towards a little bit more.
Kalian kalau main
Whoever
room
gets to execute better,
mid
as
dulu
cliche
guys ya,
as it
mid.
sounds. Ouch! Yo, Lunar, chill.
Oh!
Jadi seandainya jungle kena
man,
invasi,
I can-
kalian
I
bisa
can
join
hear, I
guys.
can tell.
Nggak terlalu jauh.
That is just really, really good damage. And this Uranus might not have as fun of a time as most Uranuses do in our current patch.
Nah, lihat
Just
tuh
because of
ah,
this matchup.
Kajanya mau join tapi udah
No
separuh darah
overly
deh.
aggressive start for either. No clear lead, although boy, it does have a bit of a... Oh, wait, nope. Force out the flicker. That is the lead for Aurora now, the center of the map. There's a chance
Nggak
before the
kuat
next turtle that they
Kajanya.
could bring Boy down even lower once he comes back from the base to heal up.
Okay, so Rosa obviously gonna try to slow down this Esmeralda as much as they can. So I'm not gonna be surprised if they just keep rotating from mid to bot to mid to bot, maybe hunt down King Flash.
Yeah.
But so far, in terms of like scaling, King Flash is a little bit ahead of the curve, which you kind of expect with the Lancelot, trying to catch up on the bottom side of the map. So this might be a fight on the mid. Let's see.
Aduh,
King
nggak
Flash
dapat ya
opens
guys
Rosa down
parsanya.
really low. Good start there for Mythic Seal actually for this turtle. That's a little bit of an advantage for them, but Boye still not able to hit level 3 just yet. He had to go recall back to base. Mythic Seal will start things off in the turtle. Lunar is here, but he's also taking a brunt of damage from the YSS and the Lunok. This seems like a really good
Dapat
scenario for
disunsin
Mythic Seal to take
sini.
his turtle, but Nico gets blasted immediately by Rosa.
Dapat lancelot guys.
Gets the retribution
Aduh,
and the
sekarang
turtle,
tuh
just when we
retri
thought
tuh
it looked great for Mythic Seal. It looked even better for TNZ.
kayak nggak
That's right. I
pasti
mean, it was a
sekarang
good
retri
try
tuh
for Mythic
guys.
Seal. They tried to
Entah
burst down
kenapa
Lunar
ya.
ASAP, right? Like
Kita
they
belum
want to make
baca
sure that Lunar can't
penyesuaiannya
join the
lagi,
team
guys.
fight. But in doing so, I feel like they threw away too much resources and tried to chase him down. But the rest of Aurora Gaming actually found an opening. And again, that veteran experience that you know and love from Aurora, one of the reasons why they just went on that undefeated streak. We're seeing it here, Renmar. You can really feel it.
For sure. Mythic Seal now, their jungle starting to feel really small because that's an entry tsunami slam King Flash hit off. And that will be early to mid-game, locked in already for Aurora. If Mythic Seal cannot find a mythical pick-off to turn the tides in their favor, Aurora are slowly taking over control in this
Tadi pagi
game.
lab Mbak,
Only
Mbak.
3 minutes in.
Which is a lot faster
Pagi-paginya.
than I thought they would, right? Like this lineup, you kind of think, oh, you know what? We have to wait for our Uranus to kind of scale up, be more tanky. I don't think we can be aggressive against like a Yuzhong or an Esmeralda, but no, they're doing it. They're doing everything by the book. And honestly, Aurora are
Iya jam 5 sore.
way a little bit ahead of the curve, especially on the top side. Again, it should be the Yuzhong doing the bullying, not the other way around.
Perfect rotation by Rosa. And just like that, Ruby DD caught at the wrong spot. He was overly focused on trying to dominate the lane. And eventually he'll be the one getting picked off by the Farsa and the Lapu Lapu together. Mythic Seal now have to accept that they will be waiting for the latter portions of the game to put up a great fight against Aurora, who will be taking control for the next 6 to 8 minutes.
I
Free
guess I don't want
turtle
to blame
guys.
Mythic Seal too much, especially Ruby DD, because who would have
Turtle
expected
kedua
like an
buat
Aurora will go straight
Aurora
on a
Gaming.
head, face first into Yuzhong bat early on. So I guess. Oh, wait a sec! Whoa, the last hit by Kun. Just when you thought you didn't need to retry, it also forced a bit of a purify there. But bro, what was that?
Yeah, and just like that, Ruby DD and King Flash work together to pick off Lunar up top. So, just like that, actually, now Mythic Seal has changed the story of this game. Just when we thought it was all gloom and doom. Aurora is still getting towers, but Mythic Seal have brought this game a little bit more level towards them. And now there's a chance they might be able to stack these wins for an even bigger one if Aurora lose control. And if they get picked off like that yet again, what a steal by Kun!
Not bad at all. It's Mythic Seal playing the long game here, apparently. Trying to not be they're not as aggressive as game one, that's for sure, right? Despite having a Kaja, which I thought they'd be non-stop using, the moment you get the Divine Judgment, they're playing a lot more conservatively, Renmar.
Nope.
And I'm not sure how I feel about it.
Entry, Tsunami Slam,
Nggak selamat guys.
punished. A little bit of revenge from
2-0
Aurora
sini.
for him taking away their turn
Itu
away.
power
Just
probabnya.
like that, Aurora have turned everything towards their favor yet again. Mythic Seal have yet to put a scratch on the towers. Aurora have already broken two and are slowly pressuring the jungle. King Flash forced to use the Traceless to get away from Pagu.
Aduh telat guys
TNZ's here, but he's not able to
lancenya.
steal it away. King Flash still gets his purple buff. Aurora will not force anything in the center.
That's right. This Aurora being very conservative as well, considering their, what they have right now with the Uranus. Like, it's not in a very good spot. But if they're together like this, like as a trio like this, it does feel like they can kind of take out any single or two members of Mythic Seal. So that confidence. Oh!
Another pick off by Pagu, and Ruby
Oh.
DD gets eliminated. Boy, it goes down with him.
Parsa
And that could be
snowball guys.
another one, but the Brilliance saves the Lunox. Gun goes in with the falling star. Moon to try and buy
Damage-nya
time.
makin
King
nggak
Flash enters, but it
karuan
might
sih,
be
guys.
too risky for him. He avoids some stuns, but
Dapat
Lunar
lagi
flickers
Shinshin.
forward with the Ionic Edge, taking down the Yisun Shin.
Man, this Uranus can really, like, catch you by surprise, yeah? Sometimes you don't expect that much of damage to come through. But then
Perfect
again, the flicker
turtle,
straight
guys.
to your face, and then just Ionic edges you like for the third time that you didn't notice. And yeah, items wise, definitely Aurora Gaming
Ini
looking a
bakalan
lot
ketemu
better
Onyx
this
ya
time around.
Aurora nanti.
Once Yasuo stacks on you, that Uranus is not going to be afraid to commit the flicker to get the kill. As there is a high chance that the Uranus, time and time again, will be able to get out of there. Probably take some scratches along the way, but he should be fine. And Aurora are looking more than fine right now. Mythic Seal are just desperate, trying to find any angle that they could get a win through. Kun goes in with the Falling Star Moon, takes a lot of health out of Rosa, but Rosa is good. Aurora in control. Mythic Seal will have to try and dig deep to find an answer. Whether it's trading a Lord for more tower pushes, that might be their next best bet. They need some towers down if they want a bit more room.
Yeah, these towers are definitely gonna help out in making sure that they have even more control, though. So watch the again, Nico. Watch out! You
Oh my
kind of ate
goodness.
a few Ionic Edge hits there, and there you goes, tower number 2 on mid.
Oh.
Just inhibs remaining.
Dapat lagi siyang
King
sila, guys.
Flash gets blasted. Boya with the Divine Judgment with not enough damage. King Flash was spotted out by TNZ. Initial damage from the Lancelot. He was able to
Gajalan
traceless
ni
away, but
Sunsin.
Bagu went in with the flicker. The Tsunami Slam, the Tidal Strike, the full combo to close the gap, and it was perfect. Speaking of perfect, Aurora looking to continue their perfect streak as the next Lord March should mean victory for them, or at least a big devastating push to take down all of Mythic Seal's towers.
And that is a big influx of gold. Look at the
Lihat,
gold for Aurora
lot,
Gaming. And again, the
10
amount of
detik, guys.
ground they cover is insane. Mythic Seal, they're really gonna have to dig deep here. You know, dig deep in the seal for something. I don't know what they're gonna find, but they need to use that Kaja, man. I haven't seen the Kaja be as stonks as I think, again, a Hylos would be. I'm not gonna stop saying that. It feels like the Hylos is so good. But yeah, they're gonna try to go for it. Maybe make something
man.
happen. Boya didn't even get in time to reach it. Luckily, Aurora actually backed off on the Lord before anything happened, so they didn't lose out too much because of that.
Yeah, just a reset. Even, look, when Aurora are deciding to commit these movements and rotations, are the perfect time where the minion waves don't look that healthy for Mythic Seal. As expected, they give up the Lord, so just so that they can get a tower down bottom. Kun needs to back off. At this point, you're not going to get
Free
anything
lot.
anymore. If you give away this kill, that's going to be really bad for your team. Good thing he does get away. And now Mythic Seal have a little bit more of an opening. At the
And
end,
was
that was like
better.
the best thing that they can do. The only thing that they can do, actually.
Right, the only the openings that they have, again, kind of just rely so much on the Kaja that I'm not even finding anything else. Like the Falling Star Moon is kind of telegraphed, especially a Black Dragon form. It's hard to miss.
Yeah.
Item check. So, well, most core items seem to be locked in. Definitely looking good. Yeah, Queen's Wings even on that Yu Zhong. And here comes the Lord on mid.
Lord marching in, Boya continue. Oh, but they all get stunned up and knocked up by the tidal strike of Bagu. Perfect.
And sini
Boya gets
harusnya, guys.
taken out. King Flash and the rest of Mythic Seal had to back off immediately. Boom. With the damage, the Lord finally goes down here, but Aurora is still in control. They are juggling the tower to take down Kun, who is holding on, but eventually the Esmeralda falls. One tower left in base. There are 5 members of Aurora against Mythic Seal's 3. Will it be enough?
Lihat tuh
Tendencies
parsanya
lead
bubar
to the
bubarin, guys.
answer of no, but they are trying. The Yu Zhong Black Dragon form interrupts. There goes the Divine Judgment, but Lunar, that was
Kayaknya
the
kecepatan sih tadi
Uranus, who's
parsa,
way
guys.
too tanky at this point to just get bursted down easily. Aurora is still here, looking to end it. Will they have the minions? They will not. And
Mundur
Aurora
dulu,
will
mundur, mundur,
slowly
mundur,
back
mundur.
away.
Nunggu Lord berikutnya aja.
Okay, that looks good for Aurora. Just make sure that you don't get anyone picked off, which is, again, the strength of this lineup should be that you can pick off anyone, suppress one
Makan,
hero
guys,
with Divine
recall-nya
Judgment.
deket,
Even
guys.
a Lapu Lapu should be able to walk on out of that one. But again, how do you do that when Aurora are sticking together like glue, like 4, 5 man usually? It's so hard to actually isolate the target, despite, again, one of them being a Lancelot.
every engagement here. Again, with a lineup so heavily centered around the mid trio, heavily centered around getting great divine judgments and it getting punished by the Lunox. I mean, if you look at it like layer to layer, if Yuzhong Lunox, the Kanja Lunox decides to go for pull, right? I mean, the Falling Star Moon, the Black Dragon form, the entry with the Fierce Dive, and the Petrifier from the Yuzhong. In terms of that layering, it looks like they should have enough, right? But then
Lihat
that
kalau
would
udah
have
lock
worked
gini
better if they were up
hati-hati
against a lineup that
guys.
had a marksman. They're up against a Lapu-Lapu and Uranus who are more than happy to take that damage. Add to that, they have the Search of Life healing from the Kalea. Again, it's such demanding
Kita lihat
execution that you
mapnya
need from this
dibuka.
lineup of Mythic Seal that they couldn't even take their condition in the early to mid game.
Just thinking about it kind of just makes you exasperated, doesn't it? It kind of makes your brain tired. So I kind of get why you're going that route. So you're absolutely right. There's just a high ceiling for execution for the
Kontes ini.
Mythic Seal lineup right now. And especially that
Untuk
your
level
opponent
imbang
is
sih, guys.
10,000 gold ahead, by the way, and can
Antara
kind of just
Yunsen
eliminate you
sama
with one
Lancelot.
go, just like
No
that.
contest.
Luckily, he had to purify, and the will be
Lord
giving over the
kedua.
Lord, at least for now. You're gonna have to make some cross map plays. If you can't execute and go for a pickoff, you're gonna have to make it cross map, right?
Yeah. They couldn't get a push in the bottom lane, of course, because of the tower advantage. No more base search for Mythic Seal. So even if King Flash wanted to clear, he said, nah, I need to get out of here. He showed up in bot, only to be seen by the minions. Didn't even get time to deal a substantial amount of damage. Rockhart, is there a chance, or is this it?
This actually might be it.
Wajib
They have
sih
very
ini
limited
N
wave
nih
clear
kayaknya.
if they're gonna get isolated. If they get divided into two, right? If this Mythic Seal gets divided into two, that might be game.
Let's see if it will be Conceal Boy trying to find an angle, but it's
Diangkat.
once again Bagu with the title strike. Did not even come with the flicker. Boy is still alive. The stun coming in by Siggy Boom is perfect.
Dapat
He gets
Kaja,
pulled back,
satu,
but the Kaja falls. Siggy Boom
dua.
goes down again. Another knockup by the title strike, and Aurora are locked in the
Nice.
base. It's another
2-0
sweep
guys ya.
for this.
Gamenya dimenangin Aurora guys.
And that's just how the cookie crumbles, I guess. If you're Aurora Gaming, you're very happy with that result. I think every single player in that lineup really played it to its maximum potential. So, Aurora Gaming, congratulations.
Kita
Apex
lanjut.
47 right there. You see it on the jersey. Very happy with the team's performance. I don't think they
RR,
were. They need to nitpick on that